Hello everyone, thank you for joining me. Cindy here from CLB Craft Creations with another card project for you today. This is going to feature some coloring. We did this in class this past weekend and now I seem to want to watercolor everything. I do have some gifts I need to give for babies who have come into the world. Some coworkers have had babies or are expecting, so I wanted to get some cards done. I'm actually casing the catalog. On page 33 of the catalog, it's this Barnyard baby set. That card that I have right now is this one with the little lamb, and we're going to make this little ducky card today. So we're actually going to make the envelope as well. So it might be a little bit longer than normal. I'm going to use again Barnyard babies and the tin of cards. I'm going to do the Hello Baby for the greeting. Okay, so let's get started. We are watercoloring, so the piece of paper that I have here is 5 by 2 3/4. We're making a note card size card, which is 3.5 by 5. I'm going to bring in my Stampin' jig. I've already gone ahead and stamped my image onto my imaging sheet, and there are 4 of them. So my coworker already had a child and just welcomed his first son, so I'm going to make sure that there are 4 little ducks. We're going to use StazOn ink. Ink that up. So I'm going to stamp the big duck 3 times. I'm doing the best I can to line this up. Even with the imaging sheet, I don't really have anything to go by in terms of it being straight. Okay, so Mommy and Daddy Duck, and then we're going to put Big Sister Duck. Okay, and now we're going to do Baby Duck, which again I've also already stamped onto my imaging sheet. I was going to make the big sister a little duck too, but I didn't want anyone to think that they were twins. I didn't want it to represent twins, let's put it that way. Okay, you give this a quick clean. I got to change the stamp. I'm going to stamp the grass now. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and put this on my imaging sheet again, just so I know that it's going in the right direction. And I'm going to put 1 right there. Okay, and then I'm going to put 1 right in between. And then I'm going to put 1 here at the end. And then, yeah, let's put another one at the front. So we'll just line that up. Okay. And then I do want to go ahead and stamp my sentiment. I'm going to use Memento Tuxedo Black for my sentiment because the tin of cards set is photopolymer, and I don't want to stain my stamps. I actually tested it with the StazOn, and you can see it's already started to stain it. So I didn't want to use that. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp the baby first. That inked up. I'm going to stamp that right down here. Okay. Ink up my hello. And then just put that right next to it. Not perfectly straight, but it's okay for me. Okay, just give those a quick clean. Alright, that's actually all the stamping for right now. Now we're going to start doing the watercoloring. I'm only going to watercolor really the sky and the grass. I'm going to use my markers to color the ducks, but I'm not quite sure if I actually want to give that a watercolor look or not yet, so we'll see how that turns out. Get my watercolor brush, or my aqua painter. I'll do the grass first, so I'm going to use Wild Wasabi, and I just have a little pool of ink in my lid. And take my aqua painter and just grab some ink, and then I'm just going to color the grass and then kind of bring it down and around. And then I want to bring the grass down and then have it just kind of fade out. And I don't want my edges to be really crisp. I want it to look very watercolory, so. Alright, and then I do want my grass to be a little darker. I might need to go back in with the actual marker to make it look darker, but we'll let that dry and see how that works. Alright, I'm going to just kind of rub my painter over here on the side, get the ink off of it, and then I'm going to take the Pool Party. Again, same thing, give it a little press in the lid, give yourself a little palette, and then same thing, just use that with some water. And then I want it to be lighter around the ducks, so I'm going to start heavier on the top, but I'm not covering the whole piece of watercolor paper. So, and I am applying this on a dry piece of cardstock versus it being wet. So the color is going to be more concentrated when I first put it on. As you can see now that I'm adding the water, it's starting to loosen up the color. But I definitely want some darker variations in the sky. And then I do want to come down around the ducks. I'm kind of going in a swirly pattern, hoping that that will mimic some cloud, the look of clouds. I could actually just punch out a cloud shape and use that to make them, but I wanted this to be a little bit more freehand. Okay, just give that a little clean. That's done with the watercoloring so far. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to color the ducks with the Daffodil Delight. I'll just give those a... I'm going to focus here on the top left. Let's see how that looks if I watercolor it. I'll just bring the color in. Looks okay. I don't mind that. So we're just going to color the head and then towards the bottom here, and then we'll pull out the rest of the color into the rest of the duck. So I'm laying the heaviest color towards the bottom and on the head, and then using the aqua painter to draw it up. And since the baby's brand new, I want to make him the brightest. Okay, give that a clean. And so I'm not going to watercolor the baby duck because I want him to be bright and full of color. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with the pumpkin pie. I'm going to color their little feet. I'm using the very fine tip for this because it's so small. Okay, and then their beaks. Oh, they're so cute. I love them. Look at them, little happy little chickie family. I love them. So cute. Okay, so that is that. I actually am going to go ahead and stamp one more thing, and that's going to be the sentiment from the tin of cards. It's going to be the congratulations to you. I'm going to stamp that on the inside of the card. I have a piece of very vanilla cardstock here, which measures 3 1/4 by 4 3/4. Go ahead and get this on my block. Just going to go ahead and use Memento Tuxedo Black for that too. Center that up. Okay, and I think I also want to add a little baby duck. Just because I can. Just trying to think what color I want to put him in. I actually want to put him in pumpkin pie. So I've got my marker here, and I can just brush that on. Especially since it's just such a small image. Just brush that. And then I'm going to put him right down. Actually, I'm going to put him right there next to the congrats to you. Oh, I love it. So cute. I love those little chickies. Chickies. Okay. Assembly now. Card base is Hello Honey, and it is cut at 7 by 5. 7 by 5. Not my standard card size, sorry. So 7 by 5 scored at 3.5 to make our note size card. And then I have a strip of the Sweet Little Things Designer Series paper, which is just going to go on the bottom of this piece. So I'm going to go ahead and lay a strip of adhesive right on the bottom here. And it's watercolor, so I'm going to add just a little extra strip there. And then just kind of eyeball that. It is cut to length, so I don't have any extra. Okay, and I'm going to pop that up on dimensionals. This is a fairly large piece, so I'm going to use a couple of extra. I'm a little heavy-handed with the dimensionals. I am giving this away, so I want to make sure that it doesn't collapse. So I'll use that looks good. Okay, and then that's going to go, pull these off, and put them on. Okay, and now I'm going to, I want more of the paper to show on the bottom than the top. So just kind of angling it there towards the top. Oh, I love that. This is so cute. And then we're going to go ahead and attach our inside piece just with regular snail. Okay. And let's just send that up. There is our card. I love it. I'm actually going to go ahead and cut the video at this point, and I'm going to start a new video for the envelope that goes with it, just because this is kind of getting a little long. So I hope that you liked today's card project. Make sure you tune in for part 2 to show the envelope, which will be posted on the same day. So I'll see you in the next video. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and let me know what you thought.